Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. Good to have you with us on this Tuesday. It's June the 8th. Hard to believe we're already in June. The summer is moving by. It's exciting for us this week because our students return to our campuses this week for in-person classes. We have those going on all throughout the summer and into the fall. Of course, you can register today at hccs.edu/now. Hey, we've got your HCC news and information for the next half hour. Stick around on the show. We're going to talk about free haircuts and some other stuff. But first, I want to introduce Carolina, who is my co-host. Good morning to you, Carolina.
Good morning, Todd. So good to see you again.
Good to see you. I know you've been up to a lot this past week.
Yes. So busy.
Tell us, are you returning to classes on campus yet? Are you doing that? Are you planning to this summer or the fall?
Not myself, but I've heard of many of my colleagues are coming back to college because they're returning with the face-to-face classes. They're reduced capacity, so early registration is crucial for those spots to save those spots.
Yeah, and we'll talk more about that later in the show. You want to remind people about our social media?
Yes, please follow us on all of our social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Twitter, and also YouTube. And you can share this podcast, this Up to the Minute podcast, with anyone and to keep up to date with all of our latest episodes as well.
That's right. You can find us under Houston Community College District across all social media platforms. Okay, Carolina, stick around. We'll check in with you in a little while. Let's get into today's show. We've got two guests joining us this morning. Shanice Britton is the chair of the Cosmetology Department, Consumer Arts and Sciences Center of Excellence. Good morning to you, Shanice.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here. Everyone's excited today because we're going to talk about free haircuts returning. I'm sure your department's very excited about that. And if we can get you to stand by, grab a cup of coffee, we'll be back with you very shortly. All right, so first up, Dr. Rima Adil is the Dean of Students at HCC Northwest College, and she's going to be talking to us about registration. You know, it is a big time of year. As we mentioned, our students are returning to classes on campuses, in-person classes. That's exciting. First time that's really been happening on a wide-scale basis in a little over a year. But we're also going to have some special events on campuses, Dr. Adil, and maybe you can tell us about that because students can go in person and register.
Yes, good morning, Todd. Thank you for having me. And I also need a free haircut, so I will hang in there to hear more about it. Yes, about the registration fairs, we have registration admission fairs going on campus throughout the month of June, July, and August. For the longest time, we have been just operating virtually. And now it is critical to get the word out that we are back on campuses. So students who are not comfortable, I would say currently, roughly at least 98% of the students is still going through the virtual platform, right, which is fine. And we love to assist them however we can, and virtual platforms will continue as is. But the campuses are also open. So if students are not comfortable, they can go there. In those registration fairs, we have full onboarding team available on campus, which is our testing centers open, advisors open, enrollment services, counseling office, career services if they need to do career exploration or something. And one thing is special about those registration fairs is that all our COEs and instructional departments, they come out and they are setting up tables to provide information.
Dr. Adil, if students are enjoying taking classes online and they say, you know, this is more convenient for me, can they continue doing so even though we're offering classes in person? Meaning, will we be offering the same classes online that we'll have in person?
Yeah, as Carolina mentioned, registering in time is critical. We want to know, like where the demand is, so we open classes accordingly. But Todd, this is what I will say, that some classes, they are more like hands-on, such as welding course. Obviously, there's cosmetology courses. People are looking forward to come back and have that hands-on experience. So those will continue on campus.
And I know for the last year or so, we've been allowing some of our students for some of those hands-on classes, the ones like you mentioned, welding, truck driving, plumbing, electrical, maybe firefighting, things like that. They've been allowed to go back on campuses for the labs, and that'll continue, correct?
Yes, that will continue. So the 30% of instruction that is currently back on campus, most of those classes are hands-on, the ones that we were not efficiently able to deliver on campus. I know last fall, we brought some classes that were science labs because this experience is critical for those students.
And the virtual services you mentioned are still available to students. What's the best way to reach the student services and registration, enrollment, financial aid? Is it through the student lobby, the virtual lobby?
Yes, so there is a page with hccs.edu/virtual lobby. That's where the students can find all the links to different lobbies. And you know, Todd, previously we had one virtual lobby where they were getting all the services, but because of the demand, we had a lot of students, they were going through it. So to deliver the service efficiently, we kind of divide them into colleges and different services so we can just get to them in reasonable time.
Here's another question. If someone is going to be taking classes, you work at the Northwest College. If someone's going to be taking classes at the Southwest College, Southeast, or maybe Northeast or Central, any of the other colleges, will they have registration fairs on those campuses where would it be convenient for the student to go in person and sign up for the classes, meet with an advisor and all that stuff?
Yeah, all major campuses, I mean, throughout HCC, most of the campuses are hosting registration fair. I would say all major campus, unless it's a very small campus, they have registration fairs. The registration link is available through ID Loom. It's on HCC main page in the green banner. So they can just click and pick the location that works best for them. And you know that we are one HCC, so they can technically go to any location and register for any location.
Yeah, so you can go to the location most convenient to you, go to our homepage, click on the green banner, and that'll give you a list of the registration fairs. Once again, Dr. Adil, the takeaway is we're returning to campuses this summer with in-person classes. In the fall, more of them will open up. But for right now, students can either register online or in person to take their classes either online or in person. Really, it's their choice right now.
Yes, exactly.
Dr. Rima Adil, we appreciate you joining us, the Dean of Students at HCC Northwest. Stay safe out there. I know you're looking forward to getting back on the campuses.
Yes.
All right, Dr. Adil, thank you. All right, and if you need more information, we'll have a link in our social media post for this show. Registration on campuses, folks, get to it. Okay, Shanice Britton is the chair of Cosmetology Department, and Shanice is very excited because Shanice, you get a chance, all your students, to get back and get to work learning about cosmetology.
Yes, that's correct, Todd.
And so how exciting is it for you to where you can actually have the public and our students coming there for haircuts? I know that's an important part of the training for cosmetologists.
That is correct. We're very excited. I think our students are very tired of cutting mannequins. So they actually have live people. I think it's going to be very exciting. And especially for our staff, our students, our faculty to come in and get free haircuts where they can hone on their skills is going to be very exciting for our students.
Now, once again, we mentioned free haircuts. Let's give people the what exactly where can they go? How do they sign up? Are they actually free haircuts? What did they get out of it? Maybe you can give us the details as this is returning.
Yes, they are free haircuts. We're located at a central location, HCC Central, in the J.B. Whiteley building, room 221. All you have to do is come in. For students, we would need your badge or your W number to sign up. For faculty, we just want to see your badge just to make sure that you're a part of our HCC family. Right now, we're not open to the community due to COVID, but for everyone else, we are open and is absolutely free of charge.
And how popular were these prior to COVID? Did you always have people showing up to use your services?
Yes, we did. Actually, we had waiting lists for people to come in and get haircuts or facials. But right now, we're just going to focus on the barber program to open up so people can welcome to come in and get haircuts, get us shaved, whatever they may need to make themselves feel good.
Well, we know you have one customer because our director, Nathan, who's not on camera, he's famously will say he hasn't had his hair cut since probably pre-pandemic. So Nathan could be joining you tomorrow for a free haircut. He also has a bit of a beard. So do you guys do trimming on that? Is there a barber program that can handle it?
We do, and we welcome Nathan. I will be there tomorrow because I'm so excited for people to come in. So Nathan is welcome to come in. Actually, we'll give Nathan VIP services.
Wow. All right, Nathan, you got VIP services. Let's talk about the barber program because, I know we have a program for this, and there seems to be independent barber shops popping up for men all across the city. That's a pretty big, I don't want to call it a craze, but it's very popular right now. And you see them all over.
Yes, it's very, very popular. You have them everywhere. And that is one of the great things about HCC being able to offer these workforce programs. So we have individuals that can come out, get their license, be able to prepare and be able to be professionals and make a career.
I would imagine when in this barber program, it's one of the ones, the same with cosmetology. A lot of people may want to work for others, but I guess the dream, a lot of a cosmetologist and barbers, there's opening up your own place. In the barber and cosmetology program, besides teaching them their skills, do they get a chance to learn about running a business as well? Are those options?
They do. And that's what our summer courses focus on. It focuses on the business side, behind the chair, and the industry.
Also, back to the free haircuts. Once again, they're free, but are tips encouraged, and can the students accept those?
Well, because we're a community college and we're a state school, we just wanted to just be fun, have the students to be able to be excited about cutting hair. I'm pretty sure some people may want a tip, but it's not necessary. Okay,
but is it welcome though? If you say,
we're just gonna say if they want, they can. Okay. Yeah, they can. It can be lunch money for some of the students.
Sure. I'm sure everybody could use a few extra bucks for lunch money. Let me ask you this. So once again, this is happening at the Central College. What are the hours? Is it extending throughout the summer and into the fall as well?
That is a great question. We're doing the summer, which we only have a 5-week summer. So it'll only be for 5 weeks in the summer, and then we will continue back in the fall. Right now, the hours for summer is only on Wednesday, and those hours are from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. They do take a lunch break in between. So if you're coming anywhere between 12 and 1, students may be at lunch, but you're welcome to just stay there. And I'm pretty sure people will be cutting all day.
And it's the J.B. Whiteley building at Central Campus. So folks, we'll have information in the social media post for this show. Yes. Are you guys registering for the fall, Shanice, as well?
Yes, we are registering for the fall. Our fall registration looks very, very good. Matter of fact, our facial program, we don't have any room until spring 2022, which is great. Yeah, so it's doing very well. I think students are very excited to get back on campus and do face-to-face.
I know we're all excited to get our students, our faculty, and back on campus. It's been a long, 13?
It has been.
Shenesse Britton, the chair of Cosmetology Department and part of the Consumer Arts and Sciences Center of Excellence. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
We are going to move on to our HCC News and Announcements. We've got Carolina as my co-host. Good morning again, Carolina. We've got something called Engineering Pathways, and I know HCC has a lot of partnerships with universities and colleges across the state where we offer engineering degrees for a very discounted price because you enroll at HCC and you also enroll in the partnering university, and you could save tens of thousands of dollars. We've got something where people can learn all about these.
You're absolutely right, Todd. You can join the HCC for a fun interactive info session about HCC's engineering academies, which are a great way to become an engineer to half the cost. We're partnered with UT Tyler, A&M, HCC, and U of H as well. They just had this partnership, and this event will happen from 6 to 8 p.m. tomorrow, Wednesday, and the link to register is going to be over here in our post.
All right. I had to pick up this dog because he's driving me nuts right now. So he'll hopefully be good for the rest of the show. Take your best shot. HCC's Acres Homes in Central will offer a second Pfizer shot from the Texas National Guard and Texas Department of Emergency Management. If you remember, we had the first dose of the shot we offered people completely free a couple of weeks ago. Well, it's almost time for the second shot. That's Wednesday through Saturday, June the 9th through 12th, which is this week, folks, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Walk-ins, drive-ups are encouraged. No appointment is necessary, and there's absolutely no cost to the public. Also, all HCC faculty and staff can receive a vaccine at these locations during your scheduled work hours, and you will not be charged with time. We'll have a link in our social media post of this show as well. And as we just heard, admission registration fairs, Carolina, are getting underway on our campuses.
Yeah, HCC continues to help students start and continue or relaunch their educational path with 20 plus admissions and registration events from May to August. Plus, there's a chance to win an HCC swag and a $500 scholarship or laptop. So the next one is going to be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Monday, June the 21st on HCC Northeast Learning Hub. And to attend these safe in-person events, you can get help with so many things: HCC admissions, enrollment, onboarding steps, choosing a program or your major, advising, financial aid, so many other things. And they're there to answer all your questions.
Okay, you need a new skill set. HCC is part of the Texas Reskilling Grant Program. It's a program dedicated to providing support to displaced Texas workers impacted by COVID-19 pandemic. Those who may need new skills or further develop current skills are all welcome to apply. So you can get a chance, a jumpstart to return to the workforce. To see if you qualify for this, go to hccs.edu/Texas-reskilling. We'll have that link in the post. All right, you're gonna have to beat it. Okay, next up, we've got Be the Change, and that's a program that Melba Martin and the Library Services are running.
Yes, this is a beautiful campaign. So the Library Services team are asking for donations to the Be the Change campaign. And they're helping the Ailey Family YMCA, which shared the Eagle Award for Program of Year. And to help, email her at melbamartin63@yahoo.com. And we'll have this information over here. And we will have the post afterwards.
Yeah, there'll be a post in or a link in our social media post. Okay, summer classes are underway right now. Our students have been returning to campuses. The idea is to get about 30% of those classes available on campuses this summer, and in the fall, a lot more of them. So you've got 5 ways to learn here at HCC. If you like the online options, we've got a couple of them. Online anytime, which means you can simply take your course. It's pre-recorded. You can watch it whenever you want. Take the course at your convenience without scheduled lectures. Maybe you like more of a schedule where you can meet with your professor, instructor online, interact with your classmates. Well, that's called online on a schedule. It's an online course with virtual lectures at scheduled dates and times. There's also a hybrid lab and a hybrid course, and those offer a mixture of online portions and in-person classes. So you get a little bit of both. And then, as we've been mentioning, in-person classes, let's say you really just don't like the online thing and you want to go to an actual class with actual people watching an instructor without being through a computer, we can handle that as well. In-person classes are now underway on HCC campuses. We've got a few of them this summer, about 30% of them available for you. More will be available in the fall. And keep in mind, if you're signing up for these, you do want to sign up early. The classes are going to be smaller, meaning we'll have more of them, but you need to get the class you want with the instructor. Make sure you sign up early to do that. You can go to hccs.edu/ hccs.edu/now, and you can register for any of those classes. So Carolina, we've got a couple of guests tomorrow on the show.
So Juan Crawford of the Real Estate Department of the Business Center of Excellence will be here to talk about this crazy sellers market we are in right now. And it will be gaming day again. And Chris Matthews of the Houston Business Journal will be also here to talk about a hot new trend in gaming, esports. And that will be interesting.
That will be interesting. It's too bad Frank isn't going to be here because he's a big gamer. So we'll have to update him on Friday when he's back. Tomorrow, though, Brittany will be here. You'll be back next week. Is that right?
I might be here next week. Yes.
You might. Okay. All right. We'll see. Maybe next week. But one way or another, we'll all be here tomorrow on Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow live, 10 a.m. right here.